What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Gyomei from Demon Slayer. They released key visuals of the Hashiras that are going to be in the new arc. The crying Hashira. I know that's not like his original, his official name, but he's the dude that's crying and praying like a Buddhist monk. Landscape page. Use pencils and erasers for these, and hit your pause button if I go too fast. Head's real small. I'm going to start with his eyes. So go. Curve it around and up here, and you got like a little spike on the end, and then we'll bring this back down around in towards his tear duct in here. And they do draw it in Demon Slayer, but I'm so small in this drawing that I'm going to just leave it like this, and then I'll thicken up his eye lines. Make him a bit thicker. Okay. His eyebrows, like real crinkly sort of things, got a little sort of spike here, and then it comes down, and then we go back up, changes direction again, goes up, and then back to a little spike back here. And then this spikes down, up, down again. It's like, sort of goes like, it looks kind of like a duck in water or something. And then back down to this spike here. And then I'm just going to color these black because they are black. And that's a good reason. Okay, so eyelid line. I think you might have like some little extra ones, like inside his nose or something there. And then he has these frowning lines. Coming up here. And he's got like lines around the edge of his eye, and then those tears. Now the tears are done in white in the anime, but we got to do them in black line. So we just go around like that. So we'll go over and do the other eye. So just across here, about half an eye width. So like the width of his eye, you want to go over half that distance, because Demon Slayer, the eyes are bigger. It's not standard human proportion. Right, so you could probably fit half an eye or 3/4 of an eye in there. You know, it's not a full eye. That's the main thing, because the eyes are so big. And then we add that little spike here. And then it comes down in towards the tear duct there, and you can add a bit extra weight, like a bit of extra thickness to the line. Okay, and then we do the eyebrow above. So again, it's like a spiky thing. So like just across the spike. It's like the bird's beak. It does look like a duck on water or something. His eyebrows. Goes back this way. In, down, up, down. Goes to there. And I'll color it black. His frown. And then his eyelid comes out from sort of underneath the eyebrow there. And he's got like little lines here just down the front of that. And then this tier on this side, we'll do it a bit longer just to change things up. Just a little broken sort of line there. And then his nose starts to come in this way. They draw in the bridge of his nose down here. Unusual for Demon Slayer, they don't normally draw that. And then they do like hatching like that. So then for the nose, they just do this little sort of square tip of the nose here in the middle. And then they just have nostrils kind of sketched in lightly. Like that. Right, so then his mouth, so it's relatively flat, but there's some little kinks in it, right? So it starts like underneath the inside of his eye. So it goes kind of up, down in the middle, back up, and then back out that way, right? So it's relatively serious and maybe like a little dimple on the edge. And then a triangle that they have in Demon Slayer underneath the bottom lip. And then just below that, the chin, very square chin, like so. Okay. So, proportion-wise, like if people are wondering, so like that top eyelid, say to his nostril there, so like about here to here is about the same as here to the chin. So nostril to this point, so there and there are about the same as that and that. There's a bit of wiggle room in that, depending on if the head is tilted forward or back. But that and that are about the same. And then nostril, say to bottom lip, is about the same normally as bottom lip to chin. But again, it's not exact, but it's just rough proportion. So then we go for the jaw. Goes up that way. Stopping about at the tip of his nose, right? Because that's where we'll change our direction. Okay, so we'll start to turn now and go up towards the corner of his eye. So like if this line kept going, it would go this way, but we want to like go up here. And you want to like gradually sort of bring it up to just beside his eye there. Okay. And then just here we have his sideburns, so we meet this little V, right? His hairline kind of a thing. Which good, it's like he's got a shaved part of his head and then a long part of his head. Head, long part of his head. Right, so then his ear just comes out this way, down and in. Same on this side, down and in. And then ear lines inside this sort of letter J to get you started. Some shows literally just do that. Demon Slayer, they make it kind of complicated, but we'll do something kind of in between. They do like extra things like this. Okay. So then your nose and your forehead are about the same size, right? So say from the nostril there to the eyebrow, top of the bridge of his nose, we give you roughly the size for the forehead. So this and this are about the same. And then you can do your hair spikes coming across. Like that, right? It's this sort of zigzag lightning kind of thing. And the hair goes long across there then. He's got a big scar then that comes across the forehead. So it kind of bumps. Some of them are smaller. Right? And then we go back the other way. Now, so hair spikes that go the whole way around his head. So the main thing is he's got these two like big ones here in the middle. Right, and then there's like small ones here in the corner. And then they join these, right? So they get sort of gradually smaller as they go down. Like that, right? Right, and then some at the front, and then it's just like black and brown sort of back there. Right, body and hands and beads and chains. So he's got a complicated pose now, guys. So let's give this a go. Right, so his neck, quite wide, muscular dude, wide neck here. Demon Slayer collar, curving out this way. And I'm not forgetting about all those bally beads. Okay. I'll get the shoulders in, and then we'll try and get these hands all on the right, because you got a hand coming right up here. So say like that's the outside, the inside of the collar, so the outside is like here. Right, and then his shoulder. Off that way. Shoulder again. Off down this way, but there's lots of flowing sort of cape action going on, right? So we got to get those like arms in and those big muscular elbows with veins on them. So he's in this sort of prayer pose. So we can see like the tips of his fingers. So we'll just like curve a bump there. So that's his middle finger, right? So then his ring finger is there, and then his little finger there. Right, so then you can just see a little bit of his index finger back there, and he's got like nails. Just along here. Fingernails. Okay, and then like, so your fingers kind of have three segments, right? So you go once, twice, third, little bump, right? And then once, twice, and then down to the knuckle down there. And he's quite big ones, and like little skin lines, like this kind of stuff. thin then back here. And there's all beads that come across his hand, but I'll draw in like the palm of the hand coming down here. Right, and there's like sort of knuckle lines and stuff, but there's mostly beads there. I don't want to like draw too much. Right, so let's say like his wrist will go up here around somewhere that way. And the back of the hand, maybe there, maybe somewhere. Okay, I'm leaving those gaps just for the beads and stuff. So in his wrist, right, so then it's like going that way. So that means the back of his hand is like there, and then so he's very muscular. Coming around that way. And his elbow there. Around to the forearm. Quite powerful forearms. And then like some forearm muscles here. Like his elbow. And then he's got like all these veins on the hand. We got to do the beads first because they're like all over the hand. Okay, we got to just do these beads because life won't be worth living if we don't do it. So let's go. And be dramatic, of course. Circles. And they kind of like wrap around. So like this is the first one because it's in front. Like one goes behind his finger there. And then we go up the other side. So it covers like a lot of this hand. Okay. And then some more come down behind here. So they all wrap around one another. So say like the front one, just there. And then these. Okay. And there's another section that comes around his arm as well. So say there's a couple on the arm that kind of just touch side by side. Okay, and then these are all behind. I think it goes down behind his arm. And then this goes up behind his arm this way. I've been putting off drawing this this image because I knew it was going to be the most complicated of all the Hashira ones. And I was right. So then he's got like all those veins on his arms, right? Okay, one hand done. So the other hand, forearm there, and he's holding, we got a fist and he's holding a chain just below, like just below these beads, right? So it goes like out, in, around, down to there. And then we got knuckles like that. So these are just fingers that kind of like wrap around one another because the chain comes out of it. And then his thumb. Just there. And then down, around. It's the back of the hand, and the chain comes out. So we got like this, the palm of your hand is like this W shape, usually. It goes around that, and there's a chain that comes out here. So I'll draw this in anyway, just. And that line's a bit long. And chain comes out from here, but we'll just get like his arm in. So very big arm going up this way. And again, we have like an elbow, big sticking out elbow here. Right? And there's like, you know, forearm muscle lines and wrist lines. There's nothing obscure in the veins, so we can just draw those right in. And that chain comes across here, but we'll just get, before I do any of that stuff, we'll get like the rest of the figure in. Okay, so his shoulder and costume. Yeah, so that's like the main, so we just gotta get like his body in, really. So we got this cape that comes across his arm here. It floats off this way. So let's say it goes this way. Then we got like some fold lines and stuff going this way as well. And then we have a white collar there. Like some more sort of bumps and folds on all this stuff. And then another piece that kind of floats off down there. Right, so then like his side body, so like the side of his waist comes out here, and he's got like a white belt in there, and then side body there. And then his trousers, pants goes down that way. And trousers, pants on this side, that way. And you got like just, you know, fold lines for all that fabric, baggy trousers. And then the belt itself, right? So, sorry, now I'm going between two images. So we got like this, straps and buckles and all this kind of stuff. And then this curves that way. And then I think it, so his things are kind of open here. So we've got it just comes out this way and around, and then a golden button in there or something. Yeah, I think it's kind of open, so it's like a V, and then like 4 lines just going that way. Okay, so then clothing over this side again comes around the arm. And this like floats off down here. Goes off the page, I'd say. That way. And then there's more that goes this way. Like that. And you got that white sort of collar going down here. Okay, nearly there. So he's got a white sleeve that comes around his arm, crinkly sort of clothing lines and elbow lines and all that good stuff. So like rolled up sleeves that are just kind of white. And then like fabric lines and stuff all in here. And then like a white collar there. White collar here. And it's purple on the inside and a white folded out collar there. So this is complicated now. So then the folding lines there, and he's got off fabric like a cape that seems to just flow off out this way. So that's like the inside of it, and then his sleeve rolled up there as well. Rolled up there. Like that. Okay. So, what else can I see? So we've got more beads, right, around the neck, and they're bigger. Man, how are you supposed to animate this guy? It's crazy. It's supposed to be a lot of CGI, maybe. Okay, and then there's like neck muscles. And his collarbone like here, and then his collar going that way. Another purple collar there. Right. Have I missed anything? Yeah, there's another white line there. Okay, so let's try and do this spiky thing. So you got to do a circle. So if you have a circle that's like the right size for you, like a plate or something to trace around, feel free to use that. So I'll just like mark where I'm going. So now attempt to do this now. It's always difficult. Never not difficult. to do circles. But that's not bad, a bit bumpy here on the side. And then spikes all over this, right? So they're kind of like curvy on the ends, and then you just add a little spike like that, right? And some come off the edge, and some stick up from like behind the other side. Okay, keep going, don't give up. We're nearly there. Just the chains then. And I kind of have an easy way of doing chains. So do I want it to be over his cape? Yeah, I want him to be over his cape. Over his shoulder. Yeah, so there's another one here. Okay, I think that's all of them. Right, so he's like holding a chain here, and it wraps the whole way around him. And then there's another axe, like somewhere up here. So we'll do it kind of floating. Okay, so we'll put the axe here. So we'll do this little oval, do the handle, and we'll just join the chain up to there. And if you want, you can add more chain. We'll just keep it simple, because this drawing is complicated enough. And then we do just the handle up here, and then like curves around the tip of that. Maybe another little handle area there. Of course, anything you draw over, you'll erase. This goes up, curves over, and then the axe just kind of comes out from here, the head of it, like that. It's kind of floating in the air, you know. And then the edge of that there. Right, and then chain, links in chain. So the easy way of doing this, so it's got like a little connector. And then we're going to do it like it was a manga, not an anime. So we got like a link just coming out this way, right? And then the next one will be like square. And we'll do them thick black lines, right? And then the next one will just be like straight here. And then the next square block. Right, so we just do them, and we keep going like this. And then I'll thicken them all up. Right, so then you just like add some weight to all this. We're aiming to go up into his hand here. So just up into his thumb. So all these thick sort of chain lines. In between the fingers. And then we'll go poke this way, coming out from his pinky. So I'm just like sketching these in really quick now. If you like drawing chains, what's wrong with you? You can do them more detailed. Yeah, if you like drawing chains, first of all, what's wrong with you? There's nothing worse. We're just gonna go up in behind this ball, like that. And then he has like loads more chain wrapped around him, but I ain't doing that because ain't nobody got time for that. Maybe you do. So I think that's the basics of him anyway. Hope it's helpful. Gyomei, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.